Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm really excited to do. It is going to be a Sephora haul, try on style. It is a full face testing new makeup today. I have a lot of new products to try out that I'm really excited to share with you. I have the new Glam palette from Natasha Denona. I have a bunch of products from Rare Beauty, the foundation, the concealer, blush, highlighter, lip product. I have the new mascara from Tilbury and also the new Glass Skin setting mist from Peach and Lily. So definitely a lot to try out in this video. I'm really excited to share with you my first thoughts on these products, and why don't we go ahead and get started. Hello. Okay, we're gonna start with the eyes. I will say, just a disclaimer, it is 7:53 in the PM. I don't usually film this late, but my package did not arrive until 6:30. Then I had to eat dinner. I had pasta, which meant I had to have some wine with it. I'm starting off with my eyes. I've started on this one over here, so I knew what I was doing, and I'm using the new Natasha Denona Glam palette. I was so excited for this one. When I talked about it in my Will I Buy It video, I was like, yes. Yes, please sign me up. And it has finally arrived to me. So I picked this up from Sephora. It was $65. One of the mini palettes. There's been a ton of videos out already, so I won't bore you with too many details, but I will definitely link it down below. I am a fan of the mini palettes. I have the Love palette. I have the Bronze palette. Big fan of this size, and I really liked the cool tones in here. I was immediately drawn to it because it's just something a little bit different. I don't have a huge plethora of really cool tone palettes in my collection. And with this one, I liked the mattes in here. I feel like I could use all of them. I know a lot of people are saying that you don't like as many shimmers, which I'm actually more of a matte girl myself, so I wouldn't be mad if there was like 2, 3, 4 more mattes in here. But all of the shimmers look really, really fun also. And I love that we have some darker ones, some lighter ones, some gold ones, some champagne ones, some pink ones. Like, I just feel like it offers some variety in here, which I'm a fan of. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am using some Rephr brushes, so I will link these down below, but they just sent me a new brush set, and I said perfect. I always love new brushes. First, going to start out with their number 14 brush, and coming into the shade Smoke. I'm going to start to add this to my crease and outer corner of my eye and start to get some shape going out here. And I'm going to take a larger blending brush. This is the 16, and I'm going to come in with the shade Blend, and I'm just going to blend out that shade. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the shade names because I feel like sometimes that's where the creativity can come in or the story can come in, and it's interesting to think about like the shade names and why she chose them, and if there's any significance to them or anything, or just, I don't know. I'm a storyteller, so I just think that's a lot of fun, and it really can kind of tie in the palette. So that part I was like, I kind of feel like it's a missed opportunity, but I do think Natasha is also an amazing teacher. Her Instagram, both her Natasha Denona and Natasha Denona Beauty, they are phenomenal at posting looks with their new products, with posting tutorials, with posting step-by-step. I mean, I get so much inspiration from those Instagram pages, and so I do get that she really is a great teacher. Then I'm going to come in with Lash Line, which is the darkest shade, smaller brush, and this is the 13. And I am going to run this close to the lash line, but then also kind of sweep it out just a little bit. I'm not doing anything too heavy out here, but then again, just kind of gonna deepen up that first shade that I laid down because I want it more of a darker, like, you know, very, I feel like I've heard Natasha Denona say that actually on her Instagram, you go, like, yeah, she's definitely done that before. So I'm just gonna come in one more time with that blend shade. Coming into the first outer corner, right? Yep, outer corner shade, and I'm using a Sigma Cream Color E58, so this is just a flat shader. I do like I'm a fan of the Natasha formula. I think the mattes are really smooth, really easy to work with, really easy to blend. I also think the shimmers are really easy to work with, and I don't need to get my brush damp. A lot of times I will, just because it's kind of what I prefer. It helps the shadows pop, it helps with fallout, but with Natasha, you really don't need to do that, and that just impresses me so much. So I'm just patting this one on like my center lid, but a little bit on the outer part also, kind of layering it over those darker shades. And then I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just flipping it over. And I'm gonna come up with the first center eyelid, and I'm gonna press that one in the center of my eyelid. See, I get it. And I saw in my friend Ashley Clady's video that she posted some images. I'm not sure where she found them because I just did a quick search. I'm not gonna give myself too much credit, but about how you can pop these out, because if you see these on the back, you can actually pop out the shades and you can mix them around and kind of make your own custom palette, which I like that. I like that about the midi palettes for sure. I feel like my lighting was looking a little strange. But like I was saying, that you can kind of switch them around, and she had some kind of ideal, like what she would recommend for a light skin tone, a medium skin tone, and a dark skin tone, and a different layout that you can do. So you could always, you know, do something like that, because there's multiple shades that are center eyelid and inner corner and outer eyelid, so you can kind of move them around to have them line up to what you would consider that to be your best shade. So, you know, I like that. I get that. I get that. It's just, again, kind of going back to the whole like story side of things. Like, that's what I find to be fun. And then I'm gonna take the shade Inner Corner. So this is the same layout. I haven't touched my shadows yet, so if you're like trying to follow along, it's the layout how this one came. So I'm taking Inner Corner on a Sigma E56. And I'm just gonna put that on the inner part of my eye. Kind of bring it up to meet that other shade. So I liked the idea of doing something a little bit dark, a little bit on like the taupey silvery side, but then still bringing in the pink, because I think that's fun. So that's kind of what I was aiming for. But this is a palette that I feel this way with a lot of Natasha palettes. I just feel really inspired by them, and I feel like there's a lot of different looks that I can do. Again, having her Instagram as a tool is so helpful. I would highly recommend following the accounts if you're not already. But there's just a lot of different looks that I want to do. I thought this could just be a fun first one to go with. And then I'm just going to come back in with my bigger blending brush that is sitting on my sweatpants because I don't have a table. And just use that blend shade and run that back and forth. Take a little bit more of lash line. Just right here on the outer parts. Because I really did want this to be pretty deep on the outer part of my eye. Pretty deep for me. So it sounds kind of dirty. That's where I'm gonna leave the eyeshadow right now. So far so good. I've been seeing a lot of positive feedback on this palette. I can't say I have any complaints at the moment. It's just so easy to work with. Like I don't know how to explain it. There's just nothing like special that I have to do to get the shadows to work. They just work on their own. I appreciate that so much. I'm no makeup artist. A lot of times I don't have a ton of time to create like phenomenal looks, so when shadows just perform well on their own, it's a great thing. Moving over to my face, jumping back into my Sephora box, I do have quite a few products here from Rephr Beauty, and I'm going to be starting off with the foundation. This is the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. All right, I got the shade 210N, and that looks like it'll be pretty good. Okay, all right. I just like the looks of everything. With Rephr Beauty, I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but we really had not a lot to go off of besides it's Selena Gomez's brand. That was it. But once I saw the photos, I re-included it in a Will I Buy It video, which is where I talk about the new makeup releases every week. I re-included it to say, okay, now I'm interested, because just seeing the line, seeing the range, seeing just how the products looked, it kind of gave me Fenty Beauty vibes, where we have so many new brands coming out. We have so many celebrities creating their own brands, but there's some of them that you're like, this is different though. This isn't a celebrity putting their name on a brand. This isn't a celebrity putting their face on a brand but not really having much to do with it. Like, this is like a legit beauty brand, and that's how I felt about with Fenty Beauty when that line dropped. It was like, okay. And I mean, obviously, like, they've had huge success, just made a ton of waves, which is amazing. That was the same vibe that I got when I saw those first Rephr Beauty photos of the actual products, and that's when I got excited about it. So For the foundation, this is $29. It says it is a weightless foundation with concentrated pigments that feels barely there while providing buildable medium to full coverage with a natural finish. I love natural finish foundations. I'm a really big fan of medium coverage, like medium to full. That's kind of my sweet spot there. And it's supposed to be a weightless, barely there foundation. So definitely excited to try it out. I do have my primer on already. I just used one from my collection. It's the Dermalogica Hydro Blur Primer. And I have a sponge here from Rephr Cosmetics that I'm going to be using. So for the applicator, we do have the larger doe foot, which isn't always my favorite, but it's all right. It's good. So I'm just going to start on one side to see what we think. I'm going to go ahead and start to blend this out. My first thoughts as I'm blending, super easy to blend out. Shade match looking great. Again, I have 210N. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I'll get close here so you can see. So that really covered nicely. Honestly, I don't feel like I even needed to use that much product. Wow, like a little bit goes a long way. I'm just so used to those, like the foundations that I've tried in the past that have that type of applicator. I'm used to like having to like streak my whole face, but you really do not need that with that one. Super easy to blend out. It looks very natural. That's my other like first thought, is that it looks very natural. It doesn't look overly matte. It doesn't look dewy, and I am a fan of natural. I would say it is medium coverage. Like it doesn't seem too full coverage, which I like because I'm not always a huge full coverage type of girl, but I feel like it did a good job. Sometimes full coverage, especially when I am having a lot of breakouts, I actually don't lean towards full coverage because I feel like it can sometimes just accentuate them even more, and medium coverage to me is the way to go. But oh, that looks nice. And add some to the other side of my face. Oh, I love finding a good new foundation. I am feeling so impressed with that. I won't really be able to do much of a wear test today because I'm filming this at 8 o'clock at night, but I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot more. So far, so good. Can't wait to see, like, actually like test it out for a full day, see how it holds up. I'm really excited about this one. But I did also get the concealer. So this is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. This was $19. I got the shade 150C, and this one says it's a lightweight hydrating concealer with cake-free medium to full coverage that lasts while brightening skin with a radiant finish. Again, sounds like something that I really enjoy in a concealer, which is why I decided to pick it up. And I got the shade, what did I say, 150C. Ooh, this might be a little light. Ooh, okay. This might be a little light, but let's see how it goes. We'll just see here. Okay, once again, little doe foot. I'm just gonna do a little bit just to see. I'm gonna start off small and just see how we go from there. If it's too light, it might not work the best, but I might have to exchange this for a different shade. Sometimes it's just hard to pick shades online, especially I was like, not that I was in a hurry trying to place my order, but like, I don't know, kind of at the same time. I was trying to be quick about it, even though this video is going up like 2 weeks after everybody in PR got there. Selena, do you not want to be invited to girls' night? We're really fun over in these parts. Me, my friends, Charlotte, Pat, and Natasha. Victoria and Kim are trying to get in the girls' circle. Maybe you should too, Selena. Just throwing it out there. For the tiny amount that I used, I feel like that actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, I still think I'm still feel like I should maybe get a different shade in this one. I mean, I can definitely see the brightening effect also, and it was easy to blend out. Even on this side, I kind of let the concealer sit on my skin for a little bit, which with some, if they're more drying, it's harder to blend out, but that's actually okay. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I don't have a new powder. I'm just gonna use some of my Charlotte Tilbury to set my under eyes. Concealer, so far so good. I still think a better shade match will be better for me, of course, but So far, no complaints about that one either. I don't have a new bronzer. I'm just going to use this one from Tower 28. This one is their Bronzino bronzer in Best Coast. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this. I'm using the blush from Rare Beauty, which is also a liquid blush. So let's just get into it. Cream and liquid. Go all in, girl. Moving over to the blush from Rare Beauty. This is the Soft Pinch Matte Blush. I got the shade Bliss. This one is $20 as a weightless, long-lasting liquid blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy flush. It's available in both matte and dewy shades. I believe the shade that I got is a matte shade. I actually really wanted a more of a dewy shade, but the colors, none of them really spoke to me. So I felt like this would be the best one for me. Bliss is described as a matte nude pink. That's kind of what I lean to when it comes to blushes. So yeah, I mean, I like matte blushes. I like more dewy blushes. So just kind of was a shade thing for me. But this is what the blush looks like. All right. And I think we just have another doe foot on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe off a bit of the excess so we don't go in too hard. Liquid blushes. Who's remembering the one from NARS? I still have nightmares about it, but let's just be strong and try it out. It says you're just supposed to do a few dots here and then use your fingers to blend it in. Actually, this might even be like too pink for me. Because I kind of lean a little bit more on the nude side. This might be a little bit too of like a bright pink. Really easy to blend out with my fingers, though it's not always my favorite. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my sponge and just kind of tap it along. A lot of you know I don't always love applying with my fingers. It's not, I was gonna say it's a me thing. It's not. A lot of you tell me that in the comments. So I know it's not a me thing. But I'm just gonna use my sponge to tap it out. I mean, it's pretty. It definitely gives me a pretty pink flush. I don't mind it. Definitely more of a matte blush. It's not like my ideal blush shade, but I can handle it. I can handle it. I'm just gonna come straight in with the sponge. I know it says to use your finger, but like, I don't always have to follow the rules, okay? I follow the rules. I follow the rules hard. Sometimes I just want to break them. And if it means blending my makeup out with a sponge, I think it's okay. I actually think that looks pretty. It might not be like my absolute like everyday go-to type of shade, but it just kind of looks like a healthy flush. I'm not mad at it. Or it could be the wine. Let's say it's the blush for the purposes of this video. I don't mind it. I think I'm going to keep this shade, but I think I want to grab another one. And I really want to try a dewy one. So if you guys have blush recommendations that you've been really loving from the brand, let me know. I'm gonna pop off camera and do my brows. I don't have a new brow pencil, so I'm just gonna do my brows and we'll come back and keep going. Oh, you guys are still here. We have the brows filled in. I added some black liner to my waterline and I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the eyes. So first I'm gonna take this teeny tiny Rephr brush. This is the 23. It's my birthday, March 23rd. Sorry, if you wanna like put it on your calendars, but I love the number 23. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to start off with lash line and I'm going to put that really close to said lash line. This brush is so soft. I like that. I'm just going to kind of flick it out here a little bit. Then I'm going to take this brush. This is the 12. It came in the set. Looks kind of fun. It's more of a domed brush, but it will work. And I think I'm just going to take a little bit of the crease shade actually, because I haven't worked with that one yet. See what that's like. I just want a lighter shade to blend out that color. Just make it nice and smoky. I do love a good smoky lower lash line. Just the little things in life that make me happy. Smoky lower lash lines, Stella Rosa Moscato d'Asti. I'm a pretty simple girl. I'm not sponsored by Stella, but you could call me. Did I wink? That probably wasn't a wink. But you could still call me. I would definitely be open to it because I buy a lot of your wine, especially in 2020. Whew. This look is going perfectly with my oversized sweatshirt that I have on right now. Honestly, so good. But I'm going to take this inner corner shade. I'm going to use that as an inner corner and brow bone highlight. Just a little something. That's it for the eye look with the Glam palette. I mean, no real complaints here. I'm pretty excited about this one. I have a lot of other looks that I want to do. Really loving this look. I like the darkness with the little bit of pink. I'm feeling myself. Before I move over to my mascara, I'm just going to spray my face. I have a new one here from Peach and Lily. It's their Glass Skin Veil Mist. This says it's supposed to hydrate and glow. So their Glass Skin Primer, a lot of people lost their minds over it. I have not tried it myself, but they finally came out with this this Glass Skin Veil Mist. They said they've been working on it for a long time, trying to get it absolutely perfect so it can be a good partner with the primer. All right, it says this sumptuous, excuse me, this sumptuous fine mist boosts radiance and luminosity and instantly calms skin with one spritz. Spritzer. Rich with antioxidants, vitamins, and hydrators like peach extract, lotus extract, and cucumber. This mist gives you an instant glassy veil while it sinks into skin to work within. It's supposed to be prep, set, and perk up makeup with mist or wear on your bare skin. Glass skin on the go. It's also a glass bottle. Very fancy. Glad I'm drinking my wine for this one. I'm shaking it up. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I feel like you're supposed to. Let's see what the sprayer looks like. Ooh. Cover the wine. I feel like that was a very fine mist. Let's see if I'm looking glassier, because that foundation was very natural. I feel like I can see a little bit of luminosity coming into play here. Okay. I like that it doesn't, at least for me, I couldn't really smell anything, which I appreciate that. The cap is on. I couldn't really smell anything, which I appreciate that, because sometimes, you know, scents is so, it's a little much. So yeah, I'll definitely keep trying this one. I'm very curious too, and thank you to Peach and Lily for sending it over. We got a new mascara, and it is from my girl Charlotte Tilbury. She did send this over. Thanks, girl. Can't wait for next girls night. This is the Push Up Lashes mascara. All right, so this is $29. It says a mascara that gives you gives lashes instant and long-lasting volume, length, and lift with an exclusive load comb lift technology brush. Sounds pretty fancy to me, so let's try it out. All right, here's what the wand is looking like. Okay, I like it. So I have one coat on this side here. I think that it looks nice. I'm definitely gonna do another coat. The first coat hasn't like blown me away or anything. It does seem like a more dry formula. I tend to lean that way when it comes to mascaras. Like, I have mascaras that are both more of a wet and dry, and I like them. I just tend to find myself leaning more towards dry. I feel like they're usually not as messy sometimes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the second coat here. I feel like it gave them a nice curl, like it said, like a nice little lift to it. It definitely made my lashes longer and darker, but it's not like too extreme. Like it's not the most natural mascara that I've ever put on my lashes, but it's not like totally overly dramatic. Right, mascara is on. Also, I feel like this look, even though I'm not always a big lash person, I feel like this look is a little bit more dramatic, and lashes could benefit from, you know, such like a darker, smokier look. So that could maybe not be helping a first impression mascara review. Obviously, I'm going to wear it a bunch more times so I can review everything. But I feel like actually applying it, like, it's one of those really smooth mascaras that I'm like, I feel like I could sit here all day and apply it. Again, because it's not an overly wet formula, I'm not worried about it transferring like as I'm actually applying it, which I think is nice, especially because I used more than 3 shadows for this eye look. Thank you so much. That's not the norm. But I like it. So far, so good. And thank you to Charlotte for sending this over. Cheers. We are almost done. Whew, it's only 40 degrees outside. That's why I got my sweater on. We have the heat turned on here. Craziness. But I'm actually getting a little warm under the lights. Probably has nothing to do with the wine and the extreme amount of chicken parm I ate for dinner. No. All right, last item, or no, not the last item from Rare Beauty, but the next item from Rare Beauty is their Positive Light Liquid Luminizer. This is in the shade Enchant, which is, yes, a soft pink. I was between that and the lightest one, which is a champagne, but you know me, I love my pinky highlights. So, and I did pink in my, I didn't even plan that, I swear, I'm not that talented. This is a silky second skin liquid highlight that creates a lasting, soft, and luminous finish. This retails for $22. Ooh, fancy. Okay, alrighty. So once again, doe foot on this too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some dots higher up on my cheekbone. A little bit like right there. That might be too high. Good thing I'm just going to bed after this. And then I'm gonna tap that in with my finger. I'm not always great with liquid highlights and like with the tap. I just, with my finger, I feel like I'm kind of being a little bit messy, but I'm just gonna kind of do the C shape around in here. And I swear, I feel like when I pat liquid out with my fingers, you can like see fingerprints like in my foundation. Does anyone else ever think that? Blend it out really smoothly though. I can see where they're saying like a second skin because it's not overly like, which I like. You know me. It's pretty. On the days where I'm leaning a little bit more natural, this could be a good option. I just tend to go for a little bit more like, well, bam myself. I'm just gonna do a little bit on my nose also. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. So here's the highlight. Again, not my personal style, but it's still performed nicely. Like it's still blended out fairly easily. I don't feel like I see a lot of fingerprints in my foundation. So I'm happy about that. Then moving on to the final product, and the final product from Rephr Beauty. I did pick up one of the Lip Soufflés Matte Lip Cream. Okay, so a lot of people are seeming to like these. I only grabbed the one shade, and then I saw everyone saying how much they love them. I'm like, maybe I should have grabbed some more. But I just got the one to start off, and I got the shade Courage. This says it's a whipped lip cream that delivers comfortable one-stroke color with a vivid velvety flush. Alrighty, so let's give it a shot. First of all, it is super soft. I totally get that soft, matte, velvety feeling. Feels really nice. I'm gonna add some more though because it's a little bit lighter in coverage. I want it to be a little bit more opaque on my lips. So I'm just gonna add another coat here. That's a really pretty color. I like that a lot. It's so comfortable. It reminds me not quite of like a blotted lip from ColourPop, but kind of along those lines where it's not gonna be like, it's not like super vivid. It's not thick at all. It feels, as of right now, it still feels really comfortable. I can rub my lips together smoothly, but just a little bit more of that blotted look, which if that's your thing, I think you would really like these. I usually like something that's just has a little bit more oomph to it, but I still like it. Just, it feels so nice. Ooh, okay. So I definitely want to see like a wear time on this. I'm really liking this color a lot. Definitely a me color. But after the lips, this is it. This is my final look for today's trying new makeup. So this is today's final look. Definitely let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. I had a lot of fun creating it. For the products that I used to run through them, the Glam palette, feeling it. Think I'm really going to enjoy that one. For some of the Rephr Beauty products, definitely the foundation really stood out to me. I am super impressed. Again, I'm going to be excited to wear this where I can wear it all day long and see how it holds up. But so impressed so far off the bat. I think I'm really going to enjoy that one. Concealer seemed really nice also. Just a little bit of a lighter shade for me. It blended out super easily, so that's good. I'm just going to try to get my correct shade and then I can play with it a little bit more. The blush I actually did like a lot. I'm going to grab another one. I want to grab a dewy one too, but I liked it. As someone who doesn't always go for liquid products, I actually like the blush. I liked it even more than the highlight because again, the highlight is just a little bit more subtle for me. So I don't think I would grab another shade of the highlight, but still was really easy to blend out. Again, for someone who doesn't love liquid products a ton, I felt like it was really easy to work with. I just like a little bit more of a bam. The product again is not 100% me, but I still like it. I really do like this color. I like how comfortable it is. So I could maybe grab another 1 or 2 shades of this one, and I think that would make a good addition to my collection. I don't know if they would become like an absolute favorite lip product of mine, but I think that I would still get on with them and enjoy them, and I'm really liking this shade. What else did I try? The Charlotte Tilbury mascara. So far so good. Definitely want to see how it wears and if I have a lot of smudging or transfer with it, but first impressions, I thought it was pretty good also. Again, the Peach and Lily spray too, kind of the same thoughts there. Like, definitely need to give it a few more tries, but I liked the mist on it and I liked that it wasn't overly scented. I'm a fan of that. I think that was everything that I used. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and seeing a little haul and trying out some of these products. Stay tuned. I'll definitely be doing a follow-up and giving all of my reviews on everything. I'd love to know if you've purchased any of these products recently and what you are thinking about them. Other than that, that is it for me though. If you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Goodbye.